Hey friends, I hope you're having a super day. It is pretty gloomy here, but I wanted to chat with you today. I have a really special deal that I want to give you all today, and then I want to chat with you. Hey Sadie, hello. I want to chat with you then about an interview that I got to be a part of this week. So first, let me share about my deal specifically for my friends and family. Hi! And the friends and family of my friends and family. So if you have friends who are runners, please swipe and share this scope. We're going to be giving a special deal for them. I'm going to tell them a little bit about the carb cycling that I've been practicing with my own runners and the affirmation that I've gotten from listening to that exclusive interview earlier this week. So, friends and family, today only, I am doing a super sale on my custom training program's 16-week running plan. Carb cycling is awesome. I know. I love it. I didn't know that you carb cycle too, Sadie. It is super duper good. It has been such a help to me. So for my friends and family, today only, I'm doing $10 off my custom 16-week training plans. So they are normally $59, but today they are $49. Super steal. They're going to be actually upping in price next month because I'm going to be doing a lot more updating and adding information. So this is the cheapest they'll ever be, $49. You get a 16-week training plan. You get all your strength workouts. You get explanation on all your workouts, exclusive content specifically written on science-based training. They are amazing, and it's a super affordable deal. So check it out. You can email me at mommysmarathon@gmail.com to get yours. Unless you're on my subscriber list, I'm going to be sending you an email very shortly with this deal as well. So claim that deal today and swipe and share with your friends if you know they would appreciate this too. All right, so I was privileged to be on a live call with the New York Times bestseller Yuri Elkaim on Tuesday. Now, if you don't know who he is, he actually wrote the All-Day Fat Burning Diet, which, let me see, I think I have it in my other room. It is a book about carb cycling, which is been kind of a not newer concept, but something that's been maybe booming around the health industry a little more lately. Oh, I'm so glad you've read it, Sadie. It is such a great book. So I have it right here. It is called the All-Day Fat Burning Diet. So he wrote this book. Now, I know carb cycling can seem like a scary buzzword, but truly it is just timing your nutrition with your workouts. And it's been very effective for me. It helped me push down and get those 5 pounds off to really get leaner and ready to race. I've been able to run a few 5K PRs by practicing the principles that he shares in this book. And actually this book, it does talk a lot about the concept of carb cycling, but more so it just talks a lot about the importance of nutrition. Yuri shares in the beginning of the book how he has always been a skinny person, but was never really a healthy person as a young kid. And he actually has alopecia, which if you're not familiar with it, it's a autoimmune disease which can make your hair fall out. And for him, with having all those years of poor nutrition, it actually caused this alopecia to make his hair fall out. So he talks about how he kind of took control of his life and in control of my health. Yes, Sadie says she feels so much better and in control of my health from doing carb cycling, and I would absolutely agree with that. There's just some kind of thing that happens when we get through a day of fasting and are able to just be more in control, more relaxed, more focused in our work, and it truly makes a huge difference. So he talks a lot about this concept in the book, but along with talking about, oh, so good, my fasting day's tomorrow, I'm super excited. Get to feast today. I'm really, really excited about it. So today, aside from just talking about carb cycling in the book, he talks a lot about nutrition, which I think is huge. There's a lot of things that I think the food companies have put out to make you think that you need to be eating all the time, that you need to have cereal and milk for breakfast every day. And that's just not true. He talks about how gluten and dairy affect our bodies in ways that we wouldn't realize. Fun fact, milk is actually very acidic compared to what you'd think. I had this discussion with my husband the other day. He was convinced that it was a base, and it's not. I think it's just over the neutral zone, so it's not like a huge acidic thing, but it's more acidic than it is a base, which a lot of people find interesting and can actually cause leaky gut and things like that. So he shares a lot of those nutrition type things which are based on science, which I really, really love. So definitely check it out if you are just a person who likes to learn about nutrition and know how you can fine-tune your nutrition to help facilitate fat loss, to feel more in control of your body, and to become a stronger, healthier person. So when I was on the live call with him on Tuesday, he covered a couple topics which I thought were really interesting. So I just wanted to share a couple of those with you. He talked a lot about how in the Paleolithic time, so back, years and years and years ago, our ancestors used to go through times of feasting and fasting. There were times where they had a lot of food available to them and they would eat, and there were times where they allowed their body to rest and heal and went through fasting. Our body is capable of doing one of two things. It is either digesting your food or it is repairing your cells. So if you are constantly putting food in your body is not able to repair. And as a runner, this is a very important concept. Most of the girls in my program run over 60 miles a week, are doing strength training, lifting, and same with me. I am in the process of training for some races. At points in my training, I was up to 50 miles a week with the strength training, with all the work. And it was really vital that I made sure my body could heal so it then could properly acclimate so it could become stronger, okay? Because that's what happens with muscles. That's how they get stronger. They're broken down, and then our body says, okay, let's repair and be stronger so we can be ready to take on that breakdown again. So if we're not giving our body proper time to rest and recover. Thank you so much for being engaged and sharing Heart Sadie. I really appreciate it. She is awesome. Check her out. She's a personal trainer. Love having you on here, girl. So yeah, if you, and thank you for the hearts as well. Yes, we need to make sure we're giving our bodies time to properly fast and rest. We need to make sure we're repairing those cells and knowing that restoration is very, very important, especially for runners who are people I primarily work with. I have the girls in my VIP Running Academy on carb cycling plans, and they really, really enjoy it. They have gotten to lose that extra weight that they were needing to get off. They feel more in control of their bodies. Their energy levels have gone up, and they truly just feel like healthier people. I'm also a fan of fasting for the spiritual aspect. I think constantly we as Americans, we're thinking about food, and I see you girls are giving some hearts that you agree. I'm always thinking about, what do I make for lunch? What do I make for this? Do I want a snack? And it can just distract me from the other important things that I should be doing throughout the day, like praying, spending that intentional time with my daughter, taking care of my house. And when I spend those days fasting, it really, really helps me to just focus on things that are outside of myself, which I think is really important for us as human beings. So I really think people should practice this at least once a week. Now, it's not something you can just do on a whim. It would not make sense for you to start fasting on a hard workout day or to fast and then go on a crazy tempo run. You definitely have to have a plan for when you're doing this that times well with your training, and you need to be working with some kind of coach who understands the process. So if you want to be a part of a carb cycling plan for runners, definitely email me at mommysmarathon.com. I have one more spot left in VIP Run Academy and would love to get you on a carb cycling plan. So interested but anxious about it too. And I totally know how you feel, Jacqueline. I was really hesitant about too. I was like, really? Sounds like another one of those buzzwords, but truly it has made a huge, huge difference in my health. I feel so much better. I feel in control. I don't crave, have these crazy cravings like I used to want, Bosco sticks and things like that. And we're currently borrowing a house right now, and there's some random junk food left in their freezer, and I've not been tempted to try it, and which is huge for me because I love carbs in all forms, good and bad. And it's just been a huge help. I truly do crave that whole food nutrition. Oh yeah, carbs, they're so good. So I really consider that you at least give it a try for 21 days. He offers a really good 21-day plan in the book. For those of you who are on my email list, I'm going to put a link below so you can order it and check it out. And then you can always email me and ask me questions as well. So another important tip that I'm just going to touch on very little, but a lot of my runners often ask me about this is the caffeine. Yes, you're going to have to give it a try. Sorry for cutting out there for a second. Sweets are always my weakness, but I'm not craving them as much now. Me too. I love me some chocolate, and I still eat my chocolate, but it's not every day like it used to be. So it's a huge help. He in the live call, he addressed that issue of caffeine, and he talks about that in the book as well. But I know a lot of people use caffeine as their fuel, and he kind of talked about how it actually can be a drug for some people. Think about it. Do you go through withdrawals if you don't have it? Do you feel that you need it on a daily basis? Does your body not function correctly without it? Those are all signs that you have some kind of addiction to caffeine. So I strongly suggest when you implement this carb cycling plan to get off that caffeine and get it to a place where it's something that you have because you enjoy having it, but not because you need it. Not having it is a huge lesson in self-control. Absolutely. I think there's things in life that are totally fine to enjoy. For example, Yuri even talks about how he had a latte the day before on the call, and he just, he puts almond milk in his instead, but he has it because he likes the taste, not because he needs it. And I think 75% of Americans feel that they need coffee, and that's something that really messes up the adrenal glands in our body, can cause addictions, and is just truly a recipe for a disaster. I have it because I like the taste as well. That's good, and that's totally appropriate. My husband is like a coffee connoisseur. He has this pour-over coffee, and it's great, but he, is very intentional about only having it a few times a week. He does not want to be addicted to it, but it's more of something that he enjoys to do on a Saturday or maybe midweek, which has been really good for him. So just make sure with all foods that you're having that you're not addicted to them. Do you need them, or do you just enjoy the taste? I used to be a pot a day girl. After a month, I might have a cup a day. That's really good. That's really good. And I hope that you see that progress from it. That's great. And I think that's great that you're trying to get off the caffeine. And as well, are you combining this with counting macros? Yes. So I've gotten in the book, he doesn't necessarily say that you have to be counting calories and macros, but when I started doing my carb cycling program, wow, it's been a while now. When I was really starting at the beginning, I counted my macros very religiously. I've kind of gotten away from it because now I know basically what my macros are for most of my meals since I've been doing it for a while. But I did have my girls start counting macros for the first month to make sure that they knew. So like, for example, on feast day, our macros were 50% carbs. Was it 35% protein, 25% fats? I'll have to check on that. I think that it's 35-15. I have to look and see again. It's been a while. But he talks about that a little bit in the book. But obviously, like I said, he doesn't get into the macros piece. But with the trainer that I was working with, we were counting macros. And I had my girls do that as well, which it was really helpful just to really see how it should be looking. So great question. But anyways, make sure to tell your friends. $10 off all my training plans today only. They are super awesome 16-week training plans. You get tons of nutrition advice. You get your workouts streamed directly from your plan. It is super duper awesome. If you have friends or family who need a running plan, I have a walk to run plan. I have a 5K, 10K plan, and a half marathon plan. So if you have friends who are training for races, which is coming up here very soon for a lot of you, go ahead and let them know. Yes, Jacqueline is on my walk to run plan right now, and she is doing such a good job. Oh, I'm so glad you're doing well. You are just awesome, girl. So yes, definitely check it out. Email me at mommysmarathon@gmail.com. I will send the link right to you to order the plan with the $10 off. I loved having you all engaged today and learning about the book. Again, for my email subscribers, I'm going to send you out the code if you want to order as well, and you're going to be getting that $10 off code too. I hope you have an awesome day. If any of you want to get on my email list so you can get the code for the book and $10 off, email me at mommysmarathon@gmail.com, and I will send the email directly to you as well. Have an awesome day. Oh, great talking to you. Bye, Sadie. Talk to you soon. Bye.